Quick tale from the gear closet. Hasselblad 55mm f2.5 versus the Fujifilm 55mm f1.7. As you can see, I don't have the Fujifilm here because I didn't keep it. This is the one I chose. And here's the story of why. I went to shoot a friend's dog, just kind of testing out the two medium format cameras that I've had in my possession for a while, the Fujifilm GFX 100 Mark II, and then the Hasselblad X2D, which I had rented. Both have the same 100 megapixel sensor. Both came out around the same time, with the Fuji being a little bit newer. The Fuji definitely has better autofocus, but the Hasselblad is smaller, more svelte, and I think produces a nicer image right out of camera. These two lenses are sort of emblematic of the two cameras, I think, and the little shoot I did with my friend's dog really showed this. The Fuji lens is big and heavy, but very, durable feeling, whereas the Hasselblad is sort of smaller, more compact, more sleek feeling. I have a whole theory that these are really about the same image quality as Canon Redline glass, but more on that in another video. But lovely rendering, more portrait friendly, a little softer, whereas the Fuji lens is quite sharp. The Fujifilm obviously has a larger aperture at f1.7, whereas the whereas the Hasselblad has an f2.5. But in reality, I don't know how often I would really be using such a shallow depth of field that you can get on the Fuji lens. But it does have very nice bokeh. But I think that Fuji really sort of screwed up with this lens. They sent it out with the GFX 100 Mark II, but it's a very slow focusing lens. In fact, I would say that generally the Hasselblad lens is maybe even faster on the X2D, which is a generally otherwise slower focusing camera than GFX. So I don't understand why they did that. I don't really understand. I imagine it was a cost thing as to why they didn't put two linear motors in the 55 so it'd be super fast focusing. Seems like that would have demonstrated the GFX 100 Mark II's focusing abilities better. So just a really strange choice. But yeah, I mean, for me, the 55 performed a lot like Fuji's 85 or 80 millimeter f1.7, where it's cool that you can get that super razor thin depth of field, but I don't know how much I would really use that in practice. It just makes it hard to focus. But besides the slow focusing and the kind of it's nice to have, but probably wouldn't use it so much. So maybe just make it smaller and give me less aperture aspect of the lens. I got some weird color shifts and some weird color things happening straight out of the camera. Whereas the Hasselblad, super compact, small, could get right up close to the dog, got very nice looking images without having to do anything. Because the lens on the Fuji was so big, it was harder to get up close to the dog. So it was actually harder to get focus, even on the faster focusing camera. So you can take a look at the pictures. These are all straight out of camera. I didn't do any post-processing with them. I just wanted to give you a flavor of how the two different lenses render. As you can tell, since I only have the Hasselblad lens here, that's obviously what I chose. In general, smaller, more compact is the way I'm going in 2024. But I think that depending on which system you have, if you have the Fuji, the 55mm is still a great lens. This is comparing, apples to oranges, basically, or, it's a very similar high-quality lens on both sides of the fence. And obviously, you have the Hasselblad. Certainly the Fuji 55mm isn't a reason to switch. As you can tell, I preferred that lens for the Hasselblad system. And that's actually what got me to sort of look at the Hasselblad system again after I'd sold out of it previously. So what do you think? Is the Hasselblad lens the better lens? Did I miss something with the Fuji lens? Which one are you using? Let me know in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.